BMW's highly anticipated F450 GS has finally arrived, and it's shaping up to be one of the most significant adventure bike launches of the decade. Replacing the aging G310 GS, this new machine brings genuine GS DNA to the A2 license class. Here are the 10 things you need to know. The F450 GS is a clean sheet rethink of what a small-capacity GS should be. BMW didn't simply update the old G310 GS, they started from scratch. The familiar beak, tank shape, and overall lines are pure GS, but the bike has a leaner, less intimidating profile and a more approachable look. The goal was to scale down the DNA of the legendary R1300 GS into something that lighter, newer, or returning riders could genuinely enjoy, both on and off the tarmac. The new BMW F450 GS marks the next step in the GS model family, specifically addressing the 48 horsepower A2 class with proven GS technology and iconic design. This isn't a badge-engineered budget model, it's a proper GS built small by design. Despite the 450 name, BMW's new parallel twin is actually a 420cc unit to be made in India by TVS, the company that already builds BMW's G310 singles. At the core of the BMW F450 GS is a newly developed parallel twin delivering 48 horsepower at 8,750 RPM and 43 Nm of torque at 6,750 RPM, with a unique 135-degree crankshaft offset that provides a distinctive sound and smoothness. BMW says 80% of that torque is available from just 3,000 RPM, which means real-world rideability is strong across the rev range. A balancer shaft keeps vibration in check, and the ride-by-wire throttle system brings a level of electronic refinement more commonly found in bikes costing twice as much. At the heart of the BMW F450 GS sits a 420cc liquid-cooled parallel twin, kicking out 47 brake horsepower and 43 Nm of torque, making it A2 license-friendly. But this bike isn't solely aimed at newly qualified riders. BMW targets the booming 400cc market with this adventure twin, recognizing the increasing number of riders abandoning their liter-plus machines for something more easily handled. Whether you're a new rider working your way up or an experienced hand who simply wants something lighter and more flickable for weekend adventures, the F450 GS has been engineered to satisfy both ends of that spectrum. The performance envelope is approachable without ever feeling underpowered. One of the most talked about features is BMW's new ERC. The ERC is a major advancement of the centrifugal clutch. It debuts with the F450 GS. It automates clutch engagement at low RPMs. A centrifugal unit manages engine to rear wheel disconnection and reconnection based on RPM, similar to scooter technology. Yet the clutch lever remains fully operational. The ERC works like a centrifugal recluse-style setup. You only need to pull the clutch lever while starting the engine. Paired with the Shift Assistant Pro quick shifter, manual clutch input is almost completely eliminated. This setup makes off-road riding and slow-speed maneuvering much easier. It reduces the chance of stalling and helps riders focus on the terrain ahead. The trophy variant comes with the Easy Ride clutch as standard. BMW says the F450 GS will be available in 4 equipment variants: Basic, Exclusive, Sport, and Trophy. The 4 versions start with the Basic, available only in black. The Exclusive is also black but adds more riding modes, off-road pegs, hand guards, a quick shifter, and a clear screen. The Sport gains adjustable sports suspension and comes in red. The top spec Trophy appears in metallic blue and adds an aluminum engine guard, a tinted screen, and BMW's new Easy Ride clutch. UK pricing starts at £6,990 for the Basic, increases to £7,440 for the Sport, and tops out at £7,770 for the Trophy. There's a clear upgrade path, and each step up feels genuinely meaningful rather than cosmetic. The BMW F450 GS features a completely new chassis concept, with playful handling, optimum accessibility, high riding precision, and riding stability as the developer's top priorities. The specially developed lattice tube frame consists of welded steel tubes and forged components, with the 2-cylinder engine serving as a supporting element. The geometry is engineered for agility, a wheelbase of 1,465 millimeters, a steering head angle of 28.1 degrees, and a trail of 115 millimeters. The result is a machine that feels nimble and confidence-inspiring, whether threading through tight mountain switchbacks or tackling rutted forest tracks. The short wheelbase in particular gives the bike a playful, responsive character that larger adventure bikes simply cannot replicate. Up front, a KYB upside-down fork with a 43mm stanchion diameter and 180mm of travel is employed, while at the rear, an aluminum hollow-cast dual swing arm with a KYB central absorber and travel-dependent damping is used, a system originating from off-road sports that BMW has further developed for the GS. The suspension offers adjustable preload and rebound damping, with the Sport and Trophy variants gaining sport suspension with adjustable rebound and compression damping as standard. Braking is handled by a Brembo 4-piston setup with a 310mm disc at the front and a 240mm disc with a single-piston caliper at the rear. These are not budget components. Brembo stoppers and KYB suspension on a sub-8,000-pound bike represent exceptional value. Standard features include BMW Motorrad ABS Pro, dynamic brake control, engine drag torque control, and a dynamic brake light. Higher variants add Riding Modes Pro and Shift Assistant Pro, bringing the electronics package close to what you'd find on BMW's bigger, far more expensive adventure machines. Ride-by-wire throttle control is standard across all variants, enabling the precision electronic management that underpins all of these safety systems. For a bike at this price point, the level of tech on offer is remarkable, positioning the F450 GS well ahead of many class rivals. The F450 GS comes standard with lightweight cast aluminum wheels, sized 190/19 at the front and 130/80/17 at the rear. Cross-spoke wire wheels are available as an accessory for those who want to run tubeless-compatible tires on more serious terrain. The accessory catalog is broad, with options ranging from Akrapovic exhausts and windscreen options to waterproof bags, roll bags, tank bags, top cases, engine guards, axle protectors, and radiator protection grills. This allows buyers to build the bike up to exactly the spec their adventure demands, whether that's light touring or enduro-style off-road work. The BMW F450 GS models are expected to be available at BMW dealerships starting in April 2026. Given BMW's strength in the adventure bike market, combined with the increasing number of riders moving to more manageable machines, the F450 GS is an essential addition to the range and well-positioned for sales success. It takes direct aim at rivals like the Royal Enfield Himalayan, KTM 390 Adventure, and Triumph Tiger Sport 400, but does so with the full weight of BMW's engineering pedigree and the iconic GS nameplate behind it. The BMW F450 GS brings proper GS DNA to the A2 class with the performance, tech, and polish to back it up, and for many riders, it could be the most complete small-capacity adventure bike ever made.